No, for real. Fucking, I'm requesting for 150 matches. There we go. I request her. Oh, somebody in ARC is on. But he's really the only one. Here, I'll go check. Do you have a live now? Yeah, the music version. Some catchy music. And 4 minutes, and nobody's on, besides that one guy in ARC. And the music stopped working.
User joined your channel. User joined your channel.
Gemfire,
What?
there is a watch room.
What?
There is a watch room.
Where?
It's a permanent watch room under the stream rooms. OLS watch party earn points. It's under the events tab.
User left your channel. User left your channel.
The sunlight begins to fade now, and I feel like I'm losing time, but I don't know how I'm here. The sunlight has turned to gray, and I feel like I'm losing love again. I don't know how I'm here. I could feel your heartbeat. I could feel somewhere you're looking down. I could feel your heartbeat. I could feel somewhere you're looking down. 'Cause it's you I'm loving, and it's you that I wanna breathe.
There's 4 people in ARC on right now, but nobody in Big is better. If they don't show up, does that mean ARC gets the win? And I know now we're getting older. The world we built is slipping through our fingers. We're running out of time. But you are the one I've chosen, and I won't lay still, living left behind, imprisoned by this love. I could feel your heartbeat. I could feel somewhere you're looking down. I could feel your heartbeat. I could feel somewhere you're looking down. 'Cause it's you I'm loving, and it's you that I wanna breathe. And it's you I'm loving, and it's you that I wanna need. And it's you that I wanna need.
Yeah, here, I'll give it to you.
Make the ground shake.
Hello everyone, and welcome to... I did not mean to do that. Welcome to the OLS stream. Today, the two teams will be going at it once again in order to determine, obviously, who is the better team. Nautilus is the first champion banned by the purple team. Nautilus, very tanky right now, and does a lot of damage that, in my opinion, is quite ridiculous from what I've seen in solo queue.
I completely agree with that statement. Nautilus is one of those champions where if they get their ADC fed in the slightest bit, then it could wind up tilting in their favor.
Lee Sin banned. Lee Sin's just a pretty standard champion in all the meta. I'm guessing that they're banning that out, specifically from a Lee Sin player on the blue team. Udyr and Nidalee, both top tier junglers right now, both do very well with the new jungle item that has Luden's Echo's passive. Runic Echoes, I believe, is what the item is called. I'm not a jungle main, so I apologize if I did not name it correctly.
The AP jungle item, yeah, I believe it's Runic Echoes or Devourer for the attack speed one.
Trundle locked in, Rammus locked in. I've actually seen, this is going to sound weird, but I've actually seen some Rammus top lane. I don't think they would blind pick it, so it's most likely Rammus jungle, Trundle top lane. Could even be Trundle support. Saw a little bit of that fairly recently, but I believe it will most likely be Trundle top lane. Very tanky and has a fairly consistent laning phase. Gragas locked in. That's most likely going to be jungle Gragas. Does well with Runic Echoes. Has acceptable clear speed and incredible ganking.
Ooh, a Sejuani hover.
Vayne.
I'm going with the Vayne.
Locked in. Really interesting.
Late game, late game champ right there.
Kayle also scales very well into the late game and can be very, very annoying. If it goes to the late game, it's going to be really hard for them to kill Kayle or Vayne, which means they're going to have a ridiculous amount of damage output. Sejuani and Kalista being hovered right now by the purple team. I'm curious if he does lock in Kalista, who the support is going to be. With those picks, they have an extreme amount of hard engage. They have Rammus. I do like the Gragas and the Kayle against the Rammus. Put some slows on him.
Team has a lot of CC.
Lux, Lulu, shifting between the two. Lulu locked in. Very interesting.
A lot of CC.
Lulu is just a really solid pick in general. Can also speed up Rammus for the engage.
It's going to work well with the Trundle slow and the Rammus speed up. Excited to see who supports the Kalista though, because there are a lot of supports that are good with her.
I would like to see them potentially get an Alistar as support. I think that they could use a little bit more engage. Rammus's engage isn't always consistent unless you're flanking. It's fairly easy to kite Rammus, and they're also hovering a Nivea here. And they already had Gragas be able to kite Rammus, so... Especially if they pick a Nivea, I'd really like to see a support that Kalista can throw in the middle of the blue team, like Alistar, Thresh, something along those lines, and actually get a hard engage off.
Yeah, that would be amazing. Just to knock the Nivea up alone would be an amazing thing in general, because they would get the Nivea out of the
Hovering
fight.
Malphite. I've seen Malphite support, but I think at this point it's most likely Trundle support, which is really interesting. It could even be Lulu support.
Yeah, yeah. At this point, I believe it's either Lulu or Trundle support.
Definitely. Obviously, Victor support, never seen that before unless it's Bronze 5 and it's a troll. But, they could be busting out the Victor support. Okay.
Yep, it looks like it's going to be a Lulu support with a Victor mid.
That it is. I really like Blue Team's ability to kite here. I would really like to see Rammus get off some successful early ganks. In terms of late game power, Kayle and Vayne obviously do a large amount of damage. Obviously Kalista and Victor also scale fairly well in the late game. I think Vayne will actually do really well against the purple team's team composition due to the fact that they don't really have anyone in particular that can really get onto Vayne and dive on her. I mean, Trundle, mid to the late game, just stacks tanky items. He's not really an assassin, so I think Vayne, especially with the Kayle ult, she should be perfectly fine. They even have the Anivia ult as well. They even have Sejuani, so I really like Blue Team's disengage potential and engage potential, and they also have a very large amount of damage. Which team composition do you prefer?
I prefer the red team's comp, just because they have a Lulu and Kallista's just gonna throw the Trundle. I believe the Trundle's gonna actually focus either the Vayne or Anivia in the fights.
Sure.
But they do have a Kayle, so the Kayle will probably just save ult for that engage alone.
What I really like is that Trundle is supporting instead of Lulu. And that's kind of what I was alluding to earlier, is that they really needed some harder engage besides Rammus that's more consistent. So when they want to fight, they're able to get it. So I really do like the Trundle support. If it was Lulu support, you might be able to knock them up, but then Lulu is put at a distance due to her attack range. It wouldn't be bad, I just don't think it would be optimal. And once Trundle gets in there, he can also pop the pillar, slowing those who he just stunned around him for Rammus to get in there.
Red team does have a lot of CC. A Rammus taunt, a Lulu polymorph. It's going to be a good game overall. I'm excited.
Yeah, Victor. They also have a fairly large amount of AoE damage in the Victor laser and ultimate, and the Kalista Rend. She's going to get Bork, Hurricane, and do a fairly large amount of damage. Lulu provides a lot of utility for Kalista and Rammus. That being said, I think if the game goes into the late game, I would give the advantage to the blue team, and that's just because mainly the Vayne and no one really threatening her, as well as Kayle.
I would also like to point out that I believe the Victor has heal still.
That's true.
That could definitely go in Anivia's favor in mid lane. Heal is a good spell, but he's not going to have offense. I mean, Victor does the damage, but Anivia does more.
Right. When you get heal on Victor, his mindset most likely going to lane is he just wants to farm, especially when you think about the Ignite on the Anivia. Obviously, if they get in a straight-up 1v1 and conditions are fair, it's going to go into Anivia's favor just because the Ignite halves heal.
Yeah. So if Anivia saves the Ignite alone for when he pops heal, it'll basically render the heal useless.
Yeah.
One with Anivia's stuns, I think Anivia's got that matchup.
She definitely has more kill potential. If the Q lands, she's going to be able to use the E and burst them with the Ignite. Victor in lane, what you really want to do with Victor is just continuously shove the wave. Try to get a CS lead. He's known for his team fighting. He's not a assassin by any means. He can roam, but not as efficient at roaming as a Zed or a Fizz would be. But
with Anivia though, it'll be a little annoying for the Victor trying to farm with that Anivia though. I mean, they both have range, but that Anivia Q alone stun him, stop him from farming for a little bit, poke him out of lane. I mean, he does have heal, sure, but.
Alright, I'll introduce the blue team, and then afterwards you can introduce the red teams and where they go in their respective roles. In the top lane for the blue team, we have Dragon Slayer 7. In the jungle, we have Will. In the mid lane, we have Baboon. And in the bot lane, we have Danny Cutie Boy and Doc.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
I botched it all up. Wait, no I didn't. That actually is a support Sejuani. I apologize.
I'm not even in game yet, are you?
Yeah, I am.
Oh god. That shows how crappy my computer is. But in the red team we have Lulu top lane with Incog. In their jungle we have Mighty Moo with Rammus. In their mid lane we have Nubosaurus with Victor. And bot lane we have Danny Boy X with Callista and Lotus of Wisdom with Trundle.
I'm very excited to see how the Sejuani bot lane works out. She recently got some buffs, and
in 6.5?
In this recent patch, yes.
Oh, nice. I didn't actually pay any attention. I only actually pay attention to champions that I play.
My brain, for a minute there, just could not believe it was Sejuani support, but obviously I didn't analyze enough in champion select.
Blue leashing blue right off the bat.
They're gonna get golems. Is the blue team. That will allow them to hit level 2 first in the bot lane. That being said, they are doing a lane swap here, and red team is starting out on the top side of the map. Perhaps they didn't like the laning matchup, or they wanted more control top side.
I'd actually be a little scared too, going into a Vayne with Sejuani support. Sejuani has a lot of CC and knockup, and with a Vayne condemned on top of that, I'd be a little scared.
I think it's very possible that perhaps they were unfamiliar with Sejuani support and they decided to play it safe by just doing a lane swap. Maybe that was what their logic was. You know, if you're not used to playing against a Sejuani support, it can be difficult to play against it. You know, not knowing what to look for and what to look out for. Victor.
Oh, it looks like they're actually going 3 top lane.
They're going for the fast push.
Trying to get towers early so they can
Get that early gold lead.
Yeah, and it looks like Vayne and Gragas are going to go bot lane to try to push in retaliation.
Yep, they do appear to be doing the same
Gragas
thing.
is breaking off.
Gragas is breaking off. 3 top. Red team should get the tower first, but it doesn't necessarily matter who gets it first.
Interesting game so far. I didn't expect them to go for towers that early.
Well, since it's this significantly early, I think that this is in red team's favor because they'll be able to rotate back faster. But blue team is also very close to taking the tower down.
I actually think blue team's going to get their tower first because red team backed
They
off
do have
for a little
3
bit.
down there.
Ooh, the Anivia going in on the Victor wasting flash. Victor burnt heal.
Victor dropped very low. Gragas, wow. Very good play by the blue team. They're able to secure the first blood in a very close scenario. Even though it's 1-for-1, they did get the first blood, which will give them more gold. Sejuani
Ooh, the
support going in
Sejuani
on the
going in.
Victor. Very
Wasting
close.
Ignite, but I don't think it's gonna take him down low enough.
That's 2 of Victor's 9 lives down. He still has 7 left. Sejuani gonna recall.
It's been an interesting game so far.
Looking to make a play onto Anivia here. Not the
Well, it
best
looks
pillar.
like maybe wasn't expecting it. The pillar could have been placed better.
Definitely.
But hey, I'm only bronze and I can't really judge.
Fair enough.
It looks like Callista and Kale are 1v1 in bot lane. I'm not really sure what to expect now because they have no tier 1.
Blue team is up by 200 gold.
Oh.
Now 100. Callista's up in creeps. Obviously, the sports both have 4. Victor's up by 2. Lulu's up by 8. Right now, the gold lead is now tied. Gold lead.
Well, it looks
the
like
gold
red
is
team's
tied.
actually gonna pull ahead. It looks like Vane's top lane against the Lulu. I didn't expect that at all.
This is a very interesting sort of events here. Missing a cannon minion there. This will most likely just be a farm fest top. Vayne has Vampiric Scepter, so.
Oh, it looks like
Perfectly
Anivia is
fine.
getting ganked.
Yeah, it's getting ganked. She should be perfectly fine though. Getting a lot of return damage off. They should be able to get a kill on a Victor here, but they don't. Wow.
They also, yeah, I'm surprised. They actually got the Rammus flash there too because the Gragas came in.
Something I'd like to check out here. Let's take a look at Victor's magic resist. He has 37 magic resist. Nivea has 30. Just shows you how much damage
That Anivia actually
really
does, yeah. She's a crazy champion. She's a crazy.
I've just been informed that the audio and video are not synced.
Oh, maybe we're speaking a little fast then. Oh, it actually looks like the Callista's gonna be getting ganked here.
Should die here.
Giving Gragas the kill.
She does get the mastery emote off, so it was worth it. Very good play by Callista in the end.
There is no counterplay to the mastery emote. Oh, it looks like Sejuani's gonna get. Oh, never mind. Spoke too soon.
I will restart the stream, and we will see if the problem has been solved.